Ford Field here in Detroit, the Motor City. Both teams emerging from the Ford Field tunnels just a short time ago. And, of course, the loudest cheers were reserved for the Town Lions. They're set to go as they will match up with the New York Jets. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. This defense for the Jets, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now Tua on the bootleg here. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Room here to run. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for Detroit.
Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
2nd and 8 coming up. On play action, here's Tua. That one complete to his receiver, Jennings. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 14.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Here's Tua. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Gary Jennings with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. They'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read. He locked in on his target, but he quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They find some open field here. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Roses to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Lions 14, Jets 0.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. the gun, here's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 31, Wilson.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, Wilson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, these guys certainly need something good to go their way because this first quarter has been something of a disaster for them trying to move the ball. But that completion there maybe can get them focused and moving in the right direction.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 21-0 our score after one.
Lions 21, Jets nothing.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he stopped immediately there.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. They'll try and run for it.
A giant hole up the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. With touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year.
And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Jets 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
21, Jets, 14.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. He finds his man, complete. That's Logan.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd down and 3.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua.
This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. There'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the...
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
59 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Wilson.
That's to the tight end, Davidson.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, Tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays, but you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
The play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And this one is incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here's Wilson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much said. Again, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Dumping it off for Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
So Wilson will depart, and on comes Matt Amendola for the Jets field goal.
It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
Tua now on first down. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua
Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give him one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. Rosa's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half, but when you're in a shootout like this.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Big yardage that time for the Jets. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
Second and 10.
Now they try the right side here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
76 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run this one in. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. So here we go on a third and goal. This Lions defense, they haven't broken yet. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Jets have made this a one-score game. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll find Hall. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
Tackled by Ashton Davis up from the secondary.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
from just shy of midfield.
Tua.
And this is caught. Jennings. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Swift.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll run with Swift.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
DeAndre Swift
With touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. And now Tua going to try and sneak it.
Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down.
Tua going to run the sneak.
Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of the defense.
Play action. It's Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now Wilson on 1st down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield, and when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Lions are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They'll start on the ground with Swift. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Swift. And he is going to lose yardage here. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd and 15 now. Tua. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Josh Allen has now recorded 10 sacks on the season, and that'll be marked down as their 1st sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back, and they did a great job in the 1st half. But now they've gotten their 1st sack here in the 2nd half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Tua going to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's going to loft it, deep right sideline. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. There's a fast release by Wilson out to the flat. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Two important parts to that play. One, you get a first down, obviously, Charles. Two, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field, so they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
Play action. Now Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. It's a big play that time by the Jets. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
105 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good, and we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Tua to throw. They'll find Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Tagovailoa.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Now Tua.
He finds his man, complete. It's Hall. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that was a quality catch right there.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down.
Here's Tua.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
Detroit Lions, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Tua.
He finds his man, complete. That's Logan. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
2nd and 7 at the Jets' 28-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Back to throw is Tua.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. PAT up and good by Rosas, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Jets 31. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wilson to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Here's Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit,
They get back to 500 at 8-8 with 1 game remaining.